Sheol. That's the actual abode for the dead. Greeks got their concept of Hades, hell, from Sheol. Everybody goes there. You see here, it reads, while early Greek thought involved a neutral underworld, Hades. It signifies the finality of death with all righteous and wicked alike. Sheol. What I'm trying to tell you, they be stealing. They steal, and then whoever idea is most foul, we stick with that. Even in the Bible, 1 Samuel chapter 28. Now Samuel was dead, and all of Israel had lamented him, and buried him in Ramah, even in his own city. And Saul had put away those that had familiar spirits and the wizards out the land. You might say, oh, they had wizards and familiar spirits back then? Yeah, it says it. Yeah, they was wicked. Yeah, they were doing all those things. Now Saul was the first king of Israel. Israel wanted a king. They went against God about it. God gave his kid a king because they wanted one so bad. And Saul was the first one. Oh, Saul was righteous in the eyes of the Lord until David came along. He got jealous. Saul going through it, and as he going through it, he remembered, oh, I used to deal with some wicked stuff back in the day. Let me go back to that, because the Lord didn't hear him. Found a witch. He went to a witch. That's what most of you do. Then said Saul unto his servant, seek me a woman that hath a familiar spirit, that I may go to her and inquire of her. And his servant said to him, behold, there's a woman that hath a familiar spirit at the door. This man Saul was so embarrassed to go talk to this witch. He disguised himself, put on a different raiment, dressed in different clothing, and brought two people with him. The witch knew that she might be in trouble. They're not supposed to be doing that stuff. And the woman said unto him, this is verse 9, chapter 28. Behold, thou knowest what Saul hath done, how he cut off those that have familiar spirits, and the wizards out the land. Future. Wherefore then layest thou a snare for my life to cause me to die? And Saul swore to her by the Lord. He swore by God. He said, as the Lord liveth, there shall not be no punishment to happen to thee for this thing. And said the woman, whom shall I bring upon thee? And he said, bring me up Samuel. He said, raise that man up from. This woman was like, Samuel, you want me to bring up a prophet from the dead? And he said, why have you deceived me? You saw. That's what he said. Look at it. Samuel, she cried with a loud voice, and the woman spake to Saul, saying, why hast thou deceived me? For thou art Saul. And the king said unto her, be not afraid, for what sawest thou? And the woman said unto Saul, I saw gods ascending out the earth. That's gods with a little g. Telling you what it reads. And he said unto her, what form is he of? And she said, an old man coming up, and he covered with a mantle. And Saul perceived that it was Samuel. And he stooped with a face to his ground and bowed himself. You would think you were reading some manga for some anime. And Samuel said to Saul, why have thou disquieted to me, to bring me up? You woke him up from his sleep, eternal sleep. He was dead. And Saul answered, I am so distressed, for the Philistines made war against me, and God has departed from me. He wasn't listening, and he answered me no more, neither by prophets nor by dream. Therefore I have called thee, I've talked to a witch, and here we are. And then said Samuel, wherefore then thou askest of me, seeing the Lord is departed from me? Why you coming to me then? That's what he's telling to Saul. Why wake me up then? I read a little bit too much. I'll get into it. But regardless, she woke him up out of Sheol. You can't raise somebody up from hell. That's what Christians believe. So they was in Sheol. He was sleeping. So hell is not real.